for you guys off the field?
The impact of having Vaughn has been great so far. He's a great teammate. He's a great leader. It's been fun going out and playing games with him, man. I'm looking forward to Sunday.
Okay, we'll take our next question. No, sorry. We'll take our next question from Bobby Thompson.
Hey, Leonard, how you doing?
I'm all right.
Congratulations on making it to the Super Bowl. You've played on some defenses with some really great players, obviously Khalil Macks and now Aaron Donald. How has playing with those guys made you a better player?
It made me a better player just by knowing how to play my role, knowing what I need to do to help us as a defense win games. Just being around guys like that, you learn a lot. You learn a lot of moves and stuff, like stuff to help build your game. I'll probably have to say that.
Okay, we'll take our next question from Jake.
Hey, Leonard, how are you?
I'm all right.
We were just talking about Aaron Donald and Von Miller as your teammates. They've both been to a Super Bowl, and Von has obviously already won once. And this is your first time in a Super Bowl. What have you been talking with them, and how have you been picking their brains to try and prepare yourself for this moment?
Yeah. I've been talking to Von a lot about like what all the things he remember going through from his first time going to the Super Bowl. Just picking at choosing when to ask some questions and when not to, just sitting back and just watching him how he reacts. You know what I'm saying? Like one of the things he told me was don't blink, and I feel like we've been doing a pretty good job of it, not blinking so far, just going out and playing.
We'll take our next question from Jason.
Leonard, what happened for you when you went to the Rams? Why has this gone so well, and what changed for you in your career when you made that move?
I just kept working hard, man. And I ran into Coach McVay. He really believed in me since day one. And I've been making sure I've been working hard for him and going out and helping win games.
We'll take our next question from Brady.
Hey, Leonard, thanks for your time. If I'm not mistaken, you spent your first 3 seasons playing in Vic Fangio's defense. Mm-hmm. And I'm wondering, just got an X's and O's question for you. If you could help me understand what that defense is like for defensive linemen. I know they do like the bear front, and just what is it like playing in that kind of a scheme?
It was great playing for Coach Vic. I learned a lot of football within a short amount of time being up under Coach Vic. He's one of the geniuses when it comes to being a D coordinator, man. It's just a lot you can learn from a guy like that. And I've been using some of his tools since to this day. One of the tools I remember him telling me was like, win the first 2 seconds every down and you will have a pretty good down. And it just always stuck to me, and I still carry it now.
We'll take our next question from Jake P.
Hi, Leonard. Jake Pachuto from Back Sports page. Congrats again on making the Super Bowl. I was just wondering, if you could pick a linebacker besides, of course, Lawrence Taylor to mentor you, who would it be and why?
A linebacker to mentor me. That's a tough question. Then I can't say LT.
Yeah, because I know that's kind of the obvious choice.
I'll probably say DeMarcus Ware, simply because he played with Von too, and he know how to get a ring, so that's a lot I can learn from him.
We'll take our next question from Avery.
Hey, Leonard, it's Kiefer Gazzard from Max Coverage TV and Spotlight Sports Network. First of all, congratulations on the Super Bowl. This Rams defensive line is absolutely stacked. With the Bengals offensive line widely being considered the weak point of their offense, how critical is it that you guys hit home on Sunday?
It's very important. gonna dictate if we win or lose how we play up front. You know, so I know we all looking forward to the challenge, and we're gonna see come Sunday.
We'll take our next question from Ryan Dunleavy.
Hey, Leonard, how are you?
All right.
We got two for you. Number one is to follow up on what you were just asked about the offensive line for the Bengals and attacking them. Where were you last Super Bowl watching it when everybody assumed Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs were going to be able to throw the ball all over the place and the Bucs just dominated their offensive line? Where were you watching that? And is that memory in your head of just how much a good pass rush can wreck a Super Bowl?
Yeah, I was at my house in Atlanta. I had like a cookout or whatever. Yeah, I remember watching it, man. And I just, I just felt like my team should have been there. We had lost to Green Bay last year. And it just hit me like, got to work even harder this offseason just to get to this point right now. And it's a blessing. And I'm looking forward to this Sunday.
And then the other question I wanted to ask you, you probably aren't even aware, but you're like a white whale to Giants fans. It's like, when is Leonard Floyd going to play for the Giants? We wanted to draft him and the Bears traded up and stole him. We thought apparently they went at you pretty hard in free agency this year and you went back to LA. I'm wondering, talk to me about, you have no control over the draft, but have you thought about the idea of if you had ever played in New York and this past offseason, what drew you back to LA over the Giants if you know that they went at you pretty hard?
I can't really picture myself on another team right now because I'm so dedicated and committed to the Rams. And that was part of my reason to coming back, because of Coach McVay, the coaches. It all felt like it was necessary for me to come back and just help the team get that much closer to the ring, and we almost here now. It's coming Sunday.
We'll take our next question from Miguel.
Hi, Leonard. This is Miguel with Saunders Latin American Network. Since you came to the Rams, you have had your two best seasons, and in your second year on the team, they are now in the Super Bowl. How would you say the team coaching staff has impacted your evolution as a player?
They impacted my evolution simply by just letting me go out and play, not having me think too much, just giving me the call and letting me go out and execute that call. And it's also due for me training. I train with my trainer, Chuck Smith, down in Atlanta. We do a lot of training in the off season, and I come to the team and just use all the things I trained on during the off season to help the team and myself.
We'll take our next question from Jose.
Hi, Leonard. Two questions. First, you are now playing with Von Miller and you have played with Khalil Macks. How's it been working with two of the greatest pass rushers of this era? And second, back with a decision to stay with the Rams. How are they not factor into the decision to stay with the Rams?
Say the second part again.
Sorry. The first one, you play with Von Miller, and you are playing with Von Miller, and you play with Khalil Mack. Has been working, be teammates with two of the greatest pass rushers of this time. And the second one, returning to your decision to stay with the Rams. How Aaron Donald factor in your decision to stay with the Rams?
It's been great being able to play with Khalil and Vaughn. They both great pass rushers. They two different type of people, I could say though. Vaughn's a little more vocal. Khalil's a more go out and do it type of guy. But they both great guys, and I enjoyed playing with them. In the second part of me coming back was just to build off what I did last year, just to continue to build off that. And that's all I can say.
We'll take our next question from Jacinia.
Hi, how are you?
I'm like,
So, listen, as you guys kind of go back and study film from the various games that the Bengals played in leading up to this, Super Bowl now, obviously the gauntlet of the Raiders, the Chiefs, the Titans, and specifically the Titans, where Joe Burrow was sacked 9 times and still won that game. When you dissect defensively what was happening there, they were still able to get the pressure. But what wasn't happening in terms of the way the defense was situated or from a schematic standpoint, that they weren't able to close in to the point where obviously, they still won the game and he was still able to score?
from what I've seen, you just got to finish as a defense. You can't give them no life. They offense look for the big plays, and you just got to make sure as a defense you are playing with technique and just aware that they want the big play, and you sure. That's what I've seen on film mostly. Like teams didn't really finish the game, and it gave them an opportunity to come back and win them.
We'll take our next question from Jason.
Leonard, what were the first 4 years of your career like in Chicago? And did you feel during that time like you were capable of so much more?
My first 4 years was, I gave them all I had, so I really don't have no regrets for Chicago. I'm all LA now, and I'm all about the future. So no regrets at all. Thank you, Chicago.
We'll take our next question from Mike D.
Leonard, just wondering if you ever feel overshadowed a bit by Aaron and Vaughn in this defense, or are there benefits to that maybe you kind of like?
Definitely benefits. I don't have to talk to the media as much. I don't get all the attention they get. It gives me peace. I don't have to do nothing but play football, and that's all I want to do. I don't care for all the extra. I just want to line up and play.
We'll take our next question from Dave Melandra.
Hey, Leonard, two-part question for you. One, during your time in Chicago, you took part in one of the craziest playoff games against the Philadelphia Eagles, known as the Double Doink. What was that experience like? And secondly, was there a particular game this season that you guys thought you guys were going to be making it to the Super Bowl in your own stadium this season?
Okay. That game it hurt me a lot because that team that year was special, and it was built off the defense. We was winning games purely off defense, and I felt like if we would have won that game, we would have had a chance to play in the Super Bowl that year. But we missed the field goal. And what was your second question?
Was there a particular game this season you guys saw you could make it all the way to the Super Bowl in your backyard?
For our team, we've been talking Super Bowl since training camp. We always broke it down to get into the Super Bowl. That was our main goal before we even played anybody else. So we knew that from training camp.
We'll take our next question from Griffin.
Hey, Leonard, Griffin here from 88.7 FM WRHU. This Sunday, you're going up against a dual threat back in Joe Mixon. What's kind of the defense's game plan to stop a talented back that can both receive and run like Joe can?
Got to be a all-out pursuit. All 11 guys got to get to the ball. They got to play with technique up front, shed the blockers, and get to the ball and make the tackle. Just got to be aware of them.
Okay, we're going to take our next question from Augustine.
Hi, Leonard. Agustín Espósito from No Huddle in Argentina. Congratulations on getting here to the Super Bowl. Is there someone on this Rams defense that we're sleeping on and you think he could have a great game on Sunday?
Who? I'll say my man Greg Gaines. Don't sleep on Greg Gaines. He's been working real hard this week in practice. And I think he's gonna have an amazing game Sunday.
We'll take our next question from Stacey Dales.
Hey, Leonard, great to see you. So happy for you. My question, you've been a part of a lot of really good defenses, obviously, and you just mentioned that Bears one. Is this the best defense, Leonard, that you think you've played on with this group of men this year? And what makes y'all so special? Because we see you rush the passer, and it's pretty fun to watch. But internally, what makes you special?
What makes this defense special?
And is it the best one you've played on in your career?
Yeah, I have to say thus far. Yeah, it's most definitely. It's just a real brotherhood, you know. Like I know the guy next to me gonna do his job, and I know the guy behind me gonna do his job. It's a real brotherhood. Like a lot of players hang out outside of work. We always talking with each other. We pray together. It's a real brotherhood, and why not go out on Sunday and give it all for your brother?
Okay, we got a little over 10 minutes left. I'm going to try to get everyone's first question in before we go to secondary questions. So with that being said, I'll go to Rocco Law.
Hey, Leonard, Rocco Law, WRHU, New York. You know, Sunday's the biggest game of the year. And, you know, former linebacker for the New York Giants, who were in 2 Super Bowls, once said that explicative, I'm in the Super Bowl. This past week, has it just been nerves leading up to the game, or has it been more so butterflies? I mean, this is one of the biggest games, again, of the year, but has it been all butterflies, or do you think it's just been anxiousness?
It's pretty much been a normal week for me. Coach been doing a great job of keeping it a normal week so far. But I know closer towards the game, I'll probably have a little butterflies. But right now, I feel like normal game week.
Next question, we'll go to Hassan.
Hey, Leonard, first off, congratulations on making the Super Bowl. What I wanted to ask you is playing with Aaron Donald and seeing this defense for the last couple of years against opposing offensive lines, you probably saw a shift in how they play and how they cover Aaron Donald compared to like your days prior in Chicago. I want to ask you, are there any tactics that you see out on the field from offensive lines that still to this day you've never seen before, and they're still trying new and different things to try to stop that front four?
I'll probably say I seen one time they had like 4 people on them. And it's just crazy to see so many people dedicating that. You know the offense dedicating so many people for one person, which they should, because AD's a monster, like a real deal monster. And it's just seeing that it's crazy to see offenses risk so many players just to stop him. It's crazy. He worked hard for it too. He worked hard for it every day. I see it every day. And I know he itching to play Sunday.
Take our next question from Jake.
My next the first one is there any part of you playing tight end at the NFL level like you did in high school?
Hello, can you hear me?
Nah.
And then the second one is this being your first Super Bowl, how has this experience been for you? Has it been exciting a little bit?
I still can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Speak up a little bit more.
Can you hear me now? Sorry.
Yeah, I can now.
Is there any part of you that wishes you
Hold
could
on,
play
hold on.
tight end?
Say what?
Is there any part of you that wishes you could play tight end at the NFL level?
Who told you that?
I did my research. I know that you played tight end in high school, and at Georgia they were testing you out here and there.
Man, I wish I could. I be begging a tight end coach. You know what I do at practice? I would, in front of the tight end coach, I would make sure I go in front of him and catch some passes, and I just look at him. Hey, coach, I'm ready. I'm ready. Whenever you want me to, I'm ready. But they ain't gave me the chance yet. Hopefully they will one day. I got my fingers crossed.
Okay, we have a little under 10 minutes left in this session. Next question will go to Chris Ryan.
Hey, how are you? Can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Aaron Donald was talking about you earlier, and your significance within this defense, and obviously, Von and him getting a lot of attention coming into this. But do you feel that this is more of a collective, group as opposed to kind of being star focused?
Oh yeah, I definitely believe it's all the guys up front, man. We want it at the same time. Like, it's really a competition on who gonna get there first, because all the guys so fast and we want it so much. It's like a competition for us up front.
Next question will come from Stu Jackson.
Hey, Leonard, what's it been like for you? Just, here you are heading into a Super Bowl, the chance to play in one, obviously. Just when you think about your journey, not only to the Rams, but I guess, just your first, several years in the league, getting to this point.
Repeat it one more time for me, sir.
Sure thing. So just when you think about, your journey, from your time with the Bears to then joining the Rams, and then, getting that extension with the Rams, and now being in position to play in a Super Bowl, what does this opportunity mean to you, I guess, when you look back on, like I said, the last handful of years?
It's just showing me that hard work pays off. Like, one team let me go, and I didn't let it bring me down. I let it build me up. I let it push me every day to get better, and I'm still pushing every day to get better. It's just who I am, like a fighter. Just made me fight that much harder once I got here.
Okay, we'll try to squeeze one or two more questions in. Next question will come from Jordan Rodriguez.
Hey, Leonard, how are you?
I'm all right.
I'm sorry if you've been asked this already earlier in the session, but with Joe Burrow, some of the ways that he actually can make plays, extend or send plays, outside of the pocket, and what sort of challenge does that present to you guys? I know you've talked about that a couple of times this year with various quarterbacks, and what technical things have to happen in that regard, particularly, in that second rush that happens.
You just gotta be aware that he's not a pure pocket passer. You gotta be aware that he got the legs to get out the pocket, and he also got the skills to play quick game too. You can't give up on your rushes just because the ball coming out quick, or either they throwing screens. You just got to stick to your rushes and know you're gonna get home. And once you get home, try to get the ball out.
We'll take our next question from Blake Beasley.
Hey, Leonard, how are you doing?
I'm all right.
Blake Beasley, Tunnel Vision Sports. Earlier this season, you find out that you added former Super Bowl MVP Von Miller. What effect has he had on the locker room during the Super Bowl run?
He's had a great effect on the Super Bowl run. Just from simply being there before, he's been like giving a lot of guys inspiration on like what's to come, like the feeling after you win, and like making it to football heaven. He preached that every day, trying to make it to football heaven, and that's winning the Super Bowl and telling guys to do whatever it takes to get there.
Yeah, we have 2 more hands up with 5 minutes to go. So the next question will go to Brady Henderson.
Hi again, Leonard. Another question on your time with the Bears. I know Clint Hurt was there, and Clint Hurt is now going to be the Seahawks defensive coordinator. Wondering what you remember about playing under him, and what's his personality like? What's his coaching style like?
Oh, I love Coach Hurt, man. He was a great coach for me coming in my rookie year. I was sad that they didn't bring him back after my rookie year. I had like 7 sacks my rookie year, man. Coach Hurt, he really showed me a lot, man. That's one of the coaches, he's a special coach to me.
Okay, with our last question, we'll go to Ryan Dunleavy.
Leonard, I just wanted you to take me back to your draft night and that trade and what that was like. What did you know Chicago was going to trade up for you? Did you know New York was interested in you 1 pick later? If they didn't, take me back to the craziness of draft night.
I ain't gonna lie, I had a workout with New York and I crushed it. I was dropping back, catching the ball. I felt like I was gonna go to New York. But I remember Coach Hurt from my visit to Chicago, and he really wanted me. And they came and got me. I thought it would be in New York, though, for sure.